Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, a place where dreams take flight, with authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives and meaningful conversations, where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover world-class education, entertainment, hope and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV. Download our app, USA Global TV. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. Thanks to our founder and executive producer, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang from Cloud Road Music. Voiceover artist Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. USA Global TV and Radio. Your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited.
Welcome to Talking Heads on USA Global TV and Radio, where wisdom meets experience. Join a dynamic lineup of thought leaders, professionals, and changemakers from around the world. Dr. Madalene Chan from the UK, Mariska Dupreya from Australia, Red O'Loughlin from Texas, USA, Carolyn Heward from the UK, Zunette Lub from Cape Town, South Africa, as they share expert insights, personal journeys, and impactful strategies for success. Talking Heads isn't just a show, it's a global stage for education, collaboration, and inspiration. So elevate your knowledge, expand your perspective, engage in conversations that matter. Streaming globally, empowering locally, this is Talking Heads, only on USA Global TV and Radio. Welcome to Talking Heads.
And a warm good evening from the UK. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan, and I'm going to be with you on Talking Heads on USA Global TV and Radio. So welcome, viewers of USA Global TV and Radio family and community, and of course to our E360 TV viewers as well. So for my episode on Talking Heads, I will be sharing with you a very passionate project for me, and that is the topic of creating and living in your own bubble of love. I know it sounds a little bit, oh my goodness, are you going utopian? Are you going way into fairyland? Well, maybe I am in some way or some form, because let's admit the way that the world is going today. We are all having to have that time to ourselves to create our own bubble of happiness. So before I share with you today's topic, as with each week, what I like to do is clear the energies where I have been previously. So let me explain. If we take life as each picture frame, and within that frame is that experience, that conversation, those emotions, those triggering emotions, maybe those enjoyment, that pain or that unresolved solution. Therefore, we need to keep it in that frame, because what happens is energy leaks. And when it leaks, what happens, it attaches to our energetic field, because we are energy, and everything else on this earth is energy. We cannot see it from our physical eye because it's solid. It's solid mass. But in actual fact, everything is moving. The atoms, everything's moving. I'm not going to go into science because I'm not too up on the science, but what I'm going to do is explain in more simple terms. What we need to do is clear the energy. So here I have my singing bowl, which is from the Himalayas. And here is the mallet. And the purpose of this is you strike a little bit, tap lightly, and it emits a frequency. Because this singing bowl is made of 7 different metals, that the purpose is that when you strike the singing bowl, the metals all conjure up the energy. And when you do this, the frequency of all the 7 metals to do with 7 planetary alignments will go out into the atmosphere. And what it does is breaks down the built up stagnant ions in the air. Go around your home and clear it. Go around the corners and clear it. Clear your headaches. Woo! And then we have this one, which is another mallet, but it's a lighter. And what it does is emit a higher frequency. So this is for the lower frequencies. So we have to do the low, and then we have to take it into a higher frequency. That I didn't actually. You go like that and you go around like that. And what it does is has this higher frequency, and the blending of both helps to break down all those stagnant energies, because we are energy. At the same time, we've got selenite, and it's like the snow quartz, and it's a crystal. And what the purpose is, it clears. If you put it in front of the screen, it clears all the stagnant energies, and also the built up toxins from the computer. There we go, it clears. But what is also good is where your computer is, or any kind of electrical, have a clear quartz, because the purpose of the clear quartz is to pick up the negative ions. Anything that's passed through the ether, anything that's passed through the computer or electric devices, this little beauty, the clear quartz, will help to diffuse that energy and protect your energy field, your magnetic energy field. How wonderful is that? And if you don't have your singing bowl or crystals, clap. But set the intention. Make sure you set the intention, what you're going to do before you do the action, and then start clapping. As long as you set the intention, then the energies know that this is what you're asking them. You're asking the energy to break down, to purify. Don't ask me how it works. It just works. So we're all about, we have to clear our energies, because it's about purifying and cleansing. So creating your own bubble of love. Why did I want to bring this through today? Because we're living in a world of, we're transmuting, we're transitioning from a 3D world, which is the matrix, which is a controlling, which is separation, which is about competition, one-upmanship, greed, manipulation, power, controlling of the TV and media, for example, as we all know this. So as this is happening, and as we're waking up to our hearts, to our mission, to our inner knowingness, to our inner intuition, this inner intuition can no longer take part in the journey of being suppressed, of being controlled. The soul wants to express. The soul has grown wings. That's interesting. I like that one. Yes, the soul has grown wings, and the soul is ready to take flight. But before the soul starts to take flight, it has to meet the outside world so they can work together. So that's why we're in those times of transitioning, purifying, cleansing, purging. And it's going to be for the next few years, because Mother Earth, the planetary being, she is ascending anyway. She has ascended spiritually, but her physical body is now ascending. So she's moving where before she was very stuck. So she's moving, and her children are moving as well. So where she's gone from a carbon dense body, planetary body, she's now in fluid movement of a crystalline body. And therefore we are going from a carbon dense body to a more crystalline, lighter body. So there's certain frequencies that have laid dormant, lower vibrational frequencies that have been dormant in our energy field or within us, and our bodies can no longer carry this. The soul, the light body, refuses to carry and refuses to carry these lower vibrations, because the mission of the soul, which wants to take flight, its wings, like a caterpillar that goes into hibernation to finally grow its wings, which is a very painful process, by the way. This little caterpillar that has all of a sudden the wings growing like a structure, the wings growing out of its body, so it's shifting and changing, and with every shift and change it's painful because it's metamorphosing into a butterfly. So it has to relearn, everything has to be rebirthed. So in this way, we as humans in a 3D existence are now purging and cleansing to rebirth in our love, to rebirth in our true heritage, which we are sovereign creator beings made to co-create with the universe, using our male energy, female energy, and our inner knowingness, our inner knowingness, inner intuition, connected to the soul, which the soul is on the throne, seated at the throne. So because of all this, it's important, as well as all the chaos that's going on in the world, it's going on because it has to, by cosmic law, Mother Earth has to cleanse. She has to cleanse and purge everything. So no masks remain, no shadows remain, no dense, thick energies of a low vibration are not going to remain anymore. But this takes time, because the golden age, began really in 2012 on a spiritual level, where the energy seated onto the earth. However, as well as the world was carrying on as it was, and only those that were called during that time, so 2012, around December 22nd, 2012, a lot of people were called to be way showers, because what's going to happen is this world, as it's purging and cleansing, there's more confusion, and therefore it's important for you, for one, to be able to escape in a way to your own inner magical world, where no one has the decisions there. This is something that you control. It's magical. And this magical world which you create will bring your vibrations up, so that when all this madness and chaos is going on, you send out in prayer, you send out good intentions, healing intentions, but you don't have to involve yourself. on an emotional, physical, and mental level, because what will happen is your energy will stiffen. Your energy you'll feel heavier and heavier, and it will be difficult for you to maintain your truth, your authenticness. It will be difficult for you to even function your well-beingness because of all the confusion. And that's why it's important to prepare your own bubble of love, your sacred place where you go. So on that note, I'm going to share with you the bubble of love. Now, with the bubble of love, you have to be aware of, and you have to be aware and be mindful and heartful of words that you speak. You have to have a clear listening to be able to hear clearly what exactly has been spoken in that very now moment. Otherwise, there'll be misunderstandings. And that is an energy, the misunderstanding of energy. It's an energy you create that's unnecessary. There's also the love for our physical embodiment, our physical bodies. We have to nourish our bodies and listen to our inner intuition, what the body is requiring. Now, it's also about recognizing when you get the painful body, or should I say the monkey chatter that says, oh, go on, have this, go on and have this, even though you know it's not good for you. So therefore, it's important for you to start to create a bubble of love. So for me, I wake up, I put my feet on the bedroom floor, on the carpet, and I welcome the day in. First and foremost, I'm very grateful. The first thing, not with your phone, being very grateful for a new day. And then you think about, what would you like to achieve? So you set the intention. Now, as you set the intention, then you start getting ready, and then you start going into your own zone. Then if you're cooking a breakfast or you have breakfast, then this is something that a lot of monks do and a lot of Buddhists do. They thank the food. They thank the universe for the food. So you have to be in true acknowledgement to say thank you for the food on the table, or thank you for the people that the primary source of where this food came from. Because what happens is when you thank the food, when you're grateful for the food and you acknowledge gratefulness, the food changes its vibration. So where maybe the food will be considered quite, let's say, dead food, you can shift that and change it by setting the intention, giving the love, acknowledging the love of the food and who created that food and where the food came from. You're acknowledging the whole process. And what it does, it changes the vibration for the food. Therefore, when you eat the food is nourishing for your body, for the soul. It's soul food. It's even, for example, if you start eating something like junk food, you can actually change the vibration of that food. That doesn't mean to say that, for example, you go, oh, well, I can eat as much junk food as I want, and as long as I acknowledge and change the vibration, then it's going to be healthy for me. No, it doesn't work like that. This is occasionally, if you know you're going to have some processed food, which is not healthy, but at the end of the day, come on, we are transitioning. So therefore, we might want a pizza, or we might want a a burger or something, or a vegetarian burger, or a mock meat that is posing as meat, but it's not, it's soya meat. Even that has chemicals in it, but at least it's transitioning. So what I'm saying is, because everything is energy, you can change the vibration. As well as if you walk into a room and you feel that, there's been a heavy, you haven't been included in the discussion, but there's a heavy presence that you can't quite explain, but you feel it. If you walk into that room and you feel it, and you don't close down that energy or protect your energy or raise your vibration, you will be enveloped in that energy. So whatever was discussed there, your energy field will attach to the energy of what was being discussed. So it's important. Change the vibration, raise the vibration, set your intention. That's one way. Set your intention and then action your thoughts. And then you can tick from your list what you want to manifest or what you intend to manifest that day. And don't be hard on yourself. If you can't manifest it all in one day, that's okay. There's always tomorrow. But the most important thing is, in the bubble of love, acknowledging what you have done and praise yourself. Yes, you know what? It's a lot of our human collective consciousness is so focused on what we do wrong rather than what we bring into something. So we bring something wonderful, great, and transitioning to some people or to a product or a brand or anything like that. But what happens is people find it difficult to acknowledge and praise. But what they do, my goodness, let's say you've had a good run of good luck, and you've had a good run of great things happening and good reports, good rapport with people. Suddenly you have a bit of a bad day and then you fall. Boy, do we pay for that fall? My goodness, we all are easy to point out our falls, which is judgment, by the way. That's judgment. That's judging the other person and judging ourselves. So judgment is very important in the way that you haven't to condemn, you haven't to blame. Let's say some people are talking about someone and you don't actually know that person, but you find yourself, that person hasn't done anything wrong to you, but you find yourself drawn in. Be brave and just say, hey, I'm not sure what you were talking about, but obviously it doesn't involve me. So I'm just going to walk out the room and just let me know when I can come back in. I would really appreciate that. Therefore, you're not going in to dominate the room. You're actually you're empathizing with what they were talking about, yet you don't have to be part of that conversation, because that's another thing. When we are part of a conversation that is not initially involving us, then that will drag us down as well. That is a low vibration. So my bubble of love, going back to waking up. So I said grateful, and I go have my breakfast, and then I get Teddy doggy ready, a Maltipoo. It's beautiful. Very sweet doggy. Very stubborn as well. But anyway, I go out there, and that is the time. That is Teddy's time. It's not the time for me to have my phone on me, to be talking to my friends or scrolling on Facebook and all this, because that is the Teddy's time, where that is the time that is special. the rest of the time, I'm either working or doing this. So that is focused time. And that is where Teddy even shows me some beautiful flowers or a tree, or leads me somewhere where I wouldn't have normally have gone. That is a bubble of love, because within that bubble of love, you meet someone else that you wouldn't normally meet, or you see something of nature, or you see an animal or a squirrel, or you see a tree or a flower, or you see a certain pattern, or you find little treasures. Now, if you're not in the present moment and you're constantly scrolling on your phone, number one, your dog is in danger because you're not aware of the surroundings. At the same time, this is the dog's special time. This is bonding time. This is learning time. They touch, they feel, they smell, they learn. So that's my bubble of love. I'm there present for Teddy. Yeah, and sometimes I go out for like 1 hour, maybe 1.5 hours, but that's my moment of with nature. I love nature. It's where I want to be, and I've worked my routine. So when I come back, I get into the office and do all this. So it works for me and it works for Teddy. I also look at my computer. I always give thanks to my computer, my laptop. I give thanks when I'm preparing food. I like to make my own perfume purely because I don't like chemicals, and I'm getting more and more organic. So I have my own way of a celebration of bringing the oils together, praising and thanking the oil. And it's almost like a little ceremony. And it's very sweet, very cute. And so I'm raising the vibration of the oils, and the oils are raising my vibration, because so I raise, as I'm making the perfume with the different essential oils, and then maybe I use a grape oil or something more, how can I say, an oil that mixes with other oils. So grape oil, oh my goodness, I can't think of the top of my head. Oh, olive oil, coconut oil, and I mix it with essential oils. So while I'm acknowledging the beauty of the oils, bringing it together, carrier oil, thank you, my goodness, because I'm, I can't believe this. I don't have a script, and therefore it's a carrier oil. Yeah, so the carrier oil, they will raise a vibration, and the oil and the carrier oils will work together and be raised. So when I apply onto my skin, that energy is going into my skin and promoting longevity and youth, because I'm honoring their role and they're honoring my role, which is energy. Not that they're honoring me because I'm a human and I'm making this. No, it's, oh, wow. Okay. It's honoring the energy, because if everything is energy, we can shift this energy, change the vibration, so that each energy honors the energy, not taking, not stealing, because there's energy stealers out there as well. So in my own bubble of love, that's what I do when I'm creating, or when I'm cooking, when I'm writing. Oh, this is just for me anyway. This is what I do. If I feel stuck with something, I ask the angels of. So, for example, if you've got a car and you're looking for a space to park in, hey, call up those parking angels. Hey, parking angels, set the intention, boom, and there is a spot. If you doubt it, there won't be. You'll close it up. At the same time, when I was cutting my own hair, I asked the angels. So as above, so below. So in heaven, there's got to be the hairstylists and the angels there. So I call the energy through. And it's magical. Yeah, I live in a magical world. Yeah, I mean, I've been through it. I have been through it, but I'm not here to talk about what I've been through. On other episodes, I talked about that. I'm keeping this magical and into a bubble of love. So we also have to honor the primary source of the creator of the brand. So the mothership, the mother of a mothership, or the father of a mothership. So where there's been innovation and great inventors, when they invented something, it was born from co-creating with the universe of the wisdom of the mind and the application, bringing through the manifestation of it. So therefore it was alive, it was thriving. However, when that product or that invention then goes off to the warehouse, or when they're doing the whole process before it goes into the shops, for example, you've got people who are angry. You've got people having bad days. So what do? Bad days, what they're doing is transmitting their energy into that product without even realizing and acknowledging. Therefore, when that comes to you and you buy it and you're on a high, woo, I'm buying it, I've been saving my money, woo, I'm buying it, and it makes you happy. And then all of a sudden, that happiness goes. And why does that happiness goes? Very clearly, because it's about changing that vibration. Where we have the frames of energy, it's the same with products out there. So therefore, we need to change the vibration to then that product then becomes with you, because otherwise it's got interfered other energies. So if you bring that product to your home, then you have to make that product or that brand welcome in your home. So it's like, for example, when you receive visitors or you go visit a house, you bring a little present or something. Or you do a celebration. The celebration is welcoming. And what I do is I welcome that product, that piece of clothing, that plant. I welcome. Because what it does is you're acknowledging your existence and signature with the energy of the creator of that product. So you're connecting to the primary source of the original vibration that when it was created. Oh, that's a bit deep, isn't it? That's super deep, actually. Anyway, so I don't want to go too deep. So obviously I'm going too deep here. I'm even confusing myself here. There is some way of here. There is a way of the clarity here. It's very complex. But it's a bubble of love that I naturally do anyway. And I haven't really had to explain why I do it or how I do this. It's just been me in my own magical world. And it's very strange when you have when one is asked to share their bubble of love, their way of raising their vibration. Because let's face it, there's so many words, there's so many phrases, there's so many that are fronting some people's brand. But if it's not put into practice, so knowledge is only powerful when the application of the knowledge is then applied in real life. in every scenario. So it's not just about showing your brand and showing up for the brand or showing up for that award ceremony or having that title. No. It's about being aware every minute of the day, being aware of your words, your thoughts, your actions, and knowing that if you are out there stating this, stating that, guess what? Guess what? The universe tests you. Ooh, does the universe test you? Because everything is energy. Therefore, if you are placing something of a statement out there or advice and guidance, maybe you've heard it from somewhere else and you found a way of expressing it, enhancing it yourself. The energy has to honor that energy. As above, so below. Therefore, it has an identity. It has a signature. And this is something that we are coming into the collective human consciousness, because it's about us being spiritual, having the knowledge, the wisdom, the emotional intelligence, and the heart of a compassionate heart connected to the wisdom, and having that true intention that will raise your vibration. But remember, you can change it at a blink of an eye. What does it mean by changing something at a blink of an eye? It means you can change it by changing the vibration, honoring the energy to your energy, meeting and balancing. Ooh, wow. So, I had all these to read out, and for some reason, when you choose love, you choose light. You choose to loosen up and lighten up. And in this way, you'll be opened for new things, new ways, stirrings within your heart center. What you have to say is, I choose to live from the inside out and no more the outside in. I'm going to leave that with you. My name's Dr. Madalene Chan. I really enjoyed sharing living in your own bubble of love. We've covered animals. We've covered honoring energy signatures. We've covered primary source energy. We've covered about creating a bubble of love on a day-to-day basis. And we've covered about purging and cleansing and just honoring when someone else is in conversation and you are not included. It doesn't give you the right to barge in and be part of that conversation unless you are invited. But remember, you do have a choice. So you feel the energy. And if it's right for you, your heart will expand and you'll be raised vibration. But if it's giving you anxiety, a closed up feeling, then you have to really question yourself and ask, is this right for me? And if it's not, move yourself away. It's okay. Move yourself away and it will save you a lot. It really will. You will remain more freer with your energy. So, thank you for allowing me to share living in your own bubble of love. I've shared my own bubble of love. In fact, I have much, much more about sharing. Remember, be a unicorn, authentic. Be strong and valiant, like the dragon of protection. Be a happy little star. Ooh, oh my gosh, he's there, look. Ooh. Be wise, like an owl. Be galactic, evolving galactic consciousness. Be like ancient, like the Egyptians. Always have your heart open, but then protect it. But don't remain guarded, because guarded will close your energy down too. Okay, well, I will see you next week for an exciting episode of Talking Heads. Till then, have a great week. Be a rainbow. Oh, you can't see the green, but there is a green there. It's a rainbow. And start to work on each day creating your own bubble of love, because you're going to need it. Bye-bye.
Is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? In a world quick to judge, one book dares to reveal the hidden cost of silence. Discover Holy but Harmful, The Silent Sin of Judgment, How Hidden Judgments Destroy Relationships and Damage Lives by Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. The Amazon #1 bestseller that's transforming the way we understand ourselves and the way we see others. Pick up the companion workbook to uncover your own hidden judgments and learn how to break free from them. Available now on Amazon and at fine bookstores worldwide.
Every woman carries a story of strength, of purpose, of light. Through her courage, the world is transformed. Through her grace, generations are inspired. This is Iconic Women Within Every Woman Lives a Goddess, a celebration of brilliance, beauty, and empowerment. Join us every Wednesday at 11 a.m. New York, 4 p.m. London time, only here on USA, Global TVR, and radio. Featuring the iconic Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, honoring voices that shine across the world. Subscribe to our YouTube channels, USA Global TV and Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, to watch and engage with all our content. World-class education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration.
USA Global TV and Radio proudly presents Tracy Cram Perkins, a dementia caregiving survivor teaching how to balance care with peace of mind. #1 resource for dementia caregivers. It's the book Dementia Home Care: How to Prepare Before, During, and After. Over 17,000 copies sold of this must-have guide. And now a testimonial from Tracy Smith.
If I was to describe this book to someone who is going through a similar situation, I would underscore how important it is to have some sort of a tool or a guidebook to help you through certain stages. And there's so many, it's such an unknown topic to the average person. And to have this as a reference is essential. It's going to help you get through it personally, as well as help your loved one manage.
To learn more, go to TracyCramPerkins.com. Tracy Cram Perkins is an award-winning author. She's also the host of Dementia Home Care television show. Watch it here on USA Global TV and Radio.
Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honoured to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USA Global TV. Follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning, and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting, we're building bridges and changing lives one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Music by Johnny Dies. Produced by Executive Producer and Director Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative Direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Copyright 2025. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.